5 Premier League places between them. 4th will feel like the jackpot for Everton, but it will feel like just a consolation for Manchester United right now. 3 points available, 2 halves, 1 outcome. It's the first part of Merseyside versus Manchester this weekend in the Premier League. We have the team sheets for you. In goal, David De Gea keeps his place, no surprise there. Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw, regular fullback places yet again. Victor Lindelof plays 3 games in a row for the first time since December. It's a midfield 2 of Scott McTominay and Paul Pogba. No surprises there. And the front line stays the same, as the whole team sheet stays the same for Everton, for Manchester United, with Mason Greenwood, Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford supporting Edison Cavani, who recovered from a knock in the 9-0 win at Southampton. As for Everton, Robin Olsen starts in goal. Mason Holgate and Luca Digne keep their places as the fullbacks. Ben Godfrey keeps his place in central defence, but Michael Keane comes in for Yerry Mina. Looks like it will be a change in formation, with a midfield 3 of Doucouré, Davis and Andre Gomez, replacing Gylfi Sigurdsson, who played in a number 10 role. And Richarlison and Dominic Calvert-Lewin keep their places, as Dominic Calvert-Lewin scored the second in the Leeds win. But James Rodriguez comes in after a rest against Leeds, and he's coming for Alex Iwobi. Substitutes tonight for Manchester United. Anthony Martial has found himself second choice a lot this season due to Edison Cavani's wonderful form. Fred's on the bench too. You can expect him to make a defensive impact if required. Daniel James, who got the 9th against Southampton, is on the bench too. Other substitutes are Dean Henderson, Alex Telles, Nemanja Matic, Brandon Williams, Donny van der Beek, and Axel Tuanzebe. As for Everton, ex-Manchester City midfielder Fabian Delph could come on at either left-back or in midfield. Gylfi Sigurdsson, who opened the scoring against Leeds, drops to the bench. Josh King, who Manchester United tried to re-sign 12 months ago, just signed for Everton. He made a late cameo in the 2-1 win, but he's got to settle for the bench yet again. Yerry Mina drops to the bench with Alex Iwobi. Now Jankudu has to settle for the bench, as he has only made 1 Premier League appearance this season. Bernard opening the scoring in a 3-1 defeat at Goodison Park in the reverse fixture this season. And Seamus Coleman and João Virginia is the goalkeeping option from the bench. The players warming up. Jonathan Moss, who's the referee today. Coincidentally, last refereed Man United in a 1-0 home win against Wolves. That was in December. And he's also refereed Everton to a 1-0 win, which was against Chelsea. So both teams hoping to get this successful season under control and keep on going. Old Trafford, an empty Old Trafford. Obviously, no fans due to restrictions. And we're about to kick off now. Everton haven't beat Manchester United since April 2019, and that was a 4-0 win at Goodison Park. And as the play's about to get underway, it's the Munich air disaster anniversary, and we shall never forget. A sad day for the whole of football. Referee's blown his whistle, so that means the players can assemble in their positions as the first half is about to commence. Manchester United in very good form, in second place, but they've still only got 2 wins out of the last 5 games, like Everton. But after winning against Southampton 9-0, the confidence must be brewing. But Everton are a team that cannot be taken for granted here. An impressive 2-1 win against Leeds, got revenge for a December fixture. And Jonathan Moss is just handing out roses as signs of love. Players take a knee to show there's no room for racism anywhere. And we're off. Everton starting off with the long ball. Only all the way back to David De Gea. Very long throw there to Luke Shaw. Maguire. Lindelof. Starting to maintain some consistency in his fitness here. Shaw. Arguably the most important player in Manchester United's season so far. They've really struggled when he's not been on the field this season. Maguire. Maguire's lifted ball to Scott McTominay. Manchester United just trying to feel comfortable entering into this game. But they'll also want to set off an early marker. Mason Holgate. McTominay. Nice 1-2 with Fernandes. Shaw. Rashford. Switched it to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, whose attacking threat is clearly growing recently. Got a goal in the 9-0 win at Southampton. Headed away by Godfrey. Another head away by Davis, and that Cavani effort was rocketed over the crossbar. Robin Olsen will be hoping to have a quite troublous game, but he has certainly impressed when coming to the side. Played in the 3-1, 2-1 win against Leeds. Many described it as a masterclass. Shaw with the corner, away by Davis. Rashford header in, away by Gomez. Here's Rodriguez. Richarlison. Aaron Wan-Bissaka preventing any further movement from the Brazilian. Keane. Olsen to Davis. Godfrey. Not the best pass there. Right into Scott McTominay's path. Everton have it back though with Richarlison. Luca Digne, who's found a new role as a left midfielder in recent games, where he's playing at left back today. Gomez. Decore. Mason Holgate looking to make something count. But that pass was not a spectacular one. Right to Harry Maguire. Back to De Gea now. Long ball to Marcus Rashford. Pogba. Long ball looking for Rashford. Too far past the English winger. And you can sense that both teams are trying to catch out their opponents in these early minutes. Luca Digne just looking for support there. Calvert-Lewin. Decore. Holgate's in there with support. Here is Holgate. Looks to pass back to Decore, but that's an excellent interception by Luke Shaw. Marcus Rashford. Rashford with the long ball. Headed away by Keane. Davis heads it on to Holgate. Holgate's pass blocked by Pogba. He managed to retrieve it. Paul Pogba. Shaw. Maguire. Victor Lindelof. Striving forward through the middle of the park. This is looking dangerous. Lindelof. Excellent last-ditch tackle there by Michael Keane. And Everton looking to break. Rodriguez. Gomez. Digne. Everton potentially surprised by that Victor Lindelof run. There's clearly a lot of spacing in the middle of the park, and the Swedish defender saw an opportunity and he nearly took it. Certainly got a few Manchester United fans off their seats at home. Michael Keane to take the free kick on the halfway line to Godfrey, who's playing in a centre-back role today. Godfrey looking for support. Back to Olsen. Robin Olsen, who many Everton fans claim that they want to be Everton number one now. Jordan Pickford didn't have the best display against Leicester. Jordan Pickford is out with a rib injury. So it is Robin Olsen, the man between the sticks. But it's unsure whether he will be the man to continue in goal. Olsen and fellow Swede Lindelof. Wan-Bissaka. Intercepted by Gomez. Decore looking for Digne. Richarlison. Sorry about this. Free kick. Manchester United. Tom Davis won it illegally there. struggling to place the camera. There we are. Shaw. Lovely 1-2 there with Rashford. Davis. Calvert-Lewin to Gomez. Tom Davis. Long ball looking for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He's in plenty of space here, but he's struggling to find another blue shirt. Rodriguez is balling, looking for Digne. Goal kick. Dominic Calvert-Lewin was just onside. Dominic Calvert-Lewin managed to stay behind Aaron Wan-Bissaka. And there was a great idea by James Rodriguez to look for Lucas Digne. But it was a bit too heavy, that ball. Lindelof. McTominay. De Gea. Headed on by Wan-Bissaka. James Rodriguez. Keane to Davis. Holgate looking for support. Calvert-Lewin. 1-2 with Tom Davis. Back to Michael Keane. Andre Gomez looking to make something work. Calvert-Lewin's header nod on to Richarlison. Here's Digne. Digne with the cross looking for Richarlison. Take 2 for the Toffees. James Rodriguez. And Digne manages to win a corner for the Everton. Good play there. James Rodriguez using his creativity. He has had the most assists by defenders in the Premier League with 6. And he did get an assist in that Leeds game. Rodriguez whips it in. Away by Pogba. Referee's blown up for a foul anyway. Still a bit nervy among both teams. You think that Victor Lindelof run was a good edge of confidence by the Swedish centre-back. James Rodriguez with that lifted ball just there. He's trying to make stuff happen. But it's still 0-0. A few other players do need to come out their shells if you're thinking there may be an early goal. Pogba. Glides the ball to Maguire. Rashford. Pogba. Who Cristiano Ronaldo said would be happy if he returned to Juventus. Lifted ball to Shaw. Cavani. Not the best touch. Davis has it now. Calvert-Lewin. Long ball. Can Richarlison keep it in? Yes, he can. Digne. Deflected off Shaw. It'd go out for a throw-in by the corner flag. Luca Digne, the third captain at Everton, but he's the captain tonight because Gylfi Sigurdsson and Seamus Coleman both on the bench. Manchester United captain Harry Maguire was actually fined by Nemanja Matic this week for phone use in training. Talk about laying down the law. Rodriguez managed to win another Everton throw-in. Digne to take. Wan-Bissaka's clearance. Cavani. Greenwood. Lovely switch there. Here's Luke Shaw. Plenty of space for the English left back. Now it's Pogba. Pogba looking for another red shirt. Rashford couldn't keep hold of it. Here's Decore. Gomez. Richarlison. Tries to get past Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He's still got it though. Richarlison the crossing, looking for Calvert-Lewin. Shaw manages to retrieve it. Maguire. Pogba. Fernandes to Wan-Bissaka. Fernandes looking for the pass. Only back to Lindelof. Shaw. It's still all even 14 minutes into this game. Lindelof. McTominay. Wan-Bissaka. One back by James Rodriguez. Digne with the lifted pass over Cavani. And now it's back all the way to Robin Olsen. Gomez. Bit like a midfield war at the minute. Not much of the ball getting into the final third, but maybe now. One back by Lindelof. De Gea to Wan-Bissaka. Manchester United carefully playing out from the back. Carlo Ancelotti having a mixed season. In charge of the Toffees. But top 6 is very much possible this season. Davis to Gomez. His touch gets it past McTominay, but not past Lindelof. Here he is, Gomez again. Loses it out again to Greenwood. Rashford. Gomez wins it back. Decore. Everton getting pressed back into their own box. Keane. That long ball has given a throw-in to Michael Keane's former side. He left there in 2015. Shaw. Maguire to Lindelof. Throw-in given to Everton. Richarlison. James Rodriguez manages to keep the ball. One back by Wan-Bissaka. Throw into Manchester United. Still just one shot by Manchester United so far today. Everton yet to even scare David De Gea. Not to mention test him. Maguire with the long effort. Fernandes heads it on, looking for Rashford. Holgate. Referee plays advantage there. Bruno Fernandes committed too much there. Alex Telles has had to settle to being a substitute most of the time at Manchester United. 7 appearances in the Premier League this season. 6 starts. But Luke Shaw has been an absolute resurrection this season. 18 appearances, 3 assists. Only got 2 assists against Southampton in this 9-0 win. Pogba. Shaw. Shaw looking for help. Pogba again. Wan-Bissaka. Greenwood lifts it in. Headed over the bar there by Holgate. Will be a corner kick. Mason Greenwood could be the man to make something count. 1 assist against Southampton, which was his first assist in the Premier League this season. And it doesn't really feel like a lot compared to United scoring 9, but he did get a goal contribution that game. Fernandes tees it in, looking for Pogba. Cleared away by Decore. Wan-Bissaka tries to head it back in. 1 back by Everton. Maguire's interception puts it out for a throw-in. Big chance there for Paul Pogba. Heads it in. It looks like for a split second that Mason Greenwood could have got an additional touch on it, but it was well away from him. And the French midfielder cleared it away. Wan-Bissaka. Lindelof. Manchester United hoping that moment of excitement will lead to a growing confidence. A good opportunity there from that corner. Lindelof. Maguire. Shaw. Still even Stevens at Old Trafford. Rashford looks to cut inside. Couldn't keep hold of it though. Tom Davies for Everton. Digne. Andre Gomes. Lovely long ball to Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin keeps it. Shaw slid in, but Calvert-Lewin still got it. Digne's cross. Away by Maguire. Pogba. Wan-Bissaka. Here's Mason Greenwood. Glad past Digne there. This could be something magical. Greenwood gets past Gomez and it's gone wide. Well, excellent skill from the English wide man. Digne got sent back to Christmas Day with that challenge. Gomez not defensively good enough there. But the finish on Greenwood's weaker right foot could not find the back of the net. So it's still 0-0. But an excellent effort there by Mason Greenwood. Richarlison. Calvert-Lewin's touch too heavy. Shaw. Deflected off Calvert-Lewin for a Manchester United throw-in. Luke Shaw will take the throw-in. Pogba. Lindelof. Wan-Bissaka. has got gallons of space here. Greenwood. Pogba. Shaw with the cross away by Keane. You can just tell whenever any player in a shirt gets space in this game, they will make it count. Decore. Lost out to Fernandes. Wan-Bissaka. Rashford pushed onto this right-hand side. Fernandes. Rashford rips it in. Cavani, 1-0. Manchester United. They've not had the most convincing start, but a growing confidence within these last few minutes has made it count. Wonderful build-up play. Bruno Fernandes gave the watermark as Rashford, and he swung it into Edinson Cavani, and he did what Edinson Cavani does best. The Uruguayan centre-forward with his 6th Premier League goal this season. It was on a plate for him. He closed the scoring at Goodison Park in the reverse game, but now he's opened it at Old Trafford. Manchester United 1, Everton 0. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will be delighted with that. They have had the most possession with 57%, but it's been a struggle to make opportunities. But as the amount of space was growing for Manchester United players, they did make it count. Lindelof. McTominay. Back to De Gea. Switch the ball to Luke Shaw. Pogba. McTominay. Here's Lindelof. Pogba looking to find a way forward. Maguire. Rashford. Past Holgate. One back by Davis. Out for an Everton throw-in. Mason Holgate in that right back role today. Can play anywhere, centre back, midfield, or the right back we're seeing him play today. And it's just his 11th game in the Premier League this season. So he knows his versatility will get him in the team. Davis cleared all the way to Victor Lindelof. McTominay. Cavani. Decore. Back to Olsen. Robin Olsen clears. Headed away by Pogba. Gomez. James Rodriguez for Everton. Decore. Pushed back to Mason Holgate. Everton looking to find an equaliser, but also find their rhythm in the first half. 0 shots from the away side. McTominay. Here's Greenwood. Lovely switch to Luke Shaw now. Shaw's ball in. Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka trying to get past Digne, but trying to keep hold of the ball too. Greenwood, intercepted by Decore. Free kick given. Just an off the ball foul given there early. Keane. Back to Olsen. Lifted past to Digne, who heads it on to James Rodriguez. Here's McTominay for Manchester United. Arguments about Paul Pogba's positional status this season. Many see him too attacking to play in a holding role in big games, but he's playing there today. Played well, he's played that wide in bigger games when both Fred and McTominay have played, but it's him alongside McTominay. While you think of someone like Jordan Pickford, who's number one because of his ability to play out from the back. And he's done that well for Everton over the years, but Robin Olsen looks equally as good as that today. Rashford. Here's Fernandes. Maguire. Maguire driving forward. Great tackle there by Calvert-Lewin. A bit of a reverse there, as normally you would expect Harry Maguire tackling Dominic Calvert-Lewin in the Manchester United box, not the other way round. Free kick to Everton anyway. The lone goalkeeper, Robin Olsen, will take this. Robin Olsen fires one long. Fernandes. Shaw. Back to Fernandes. Rashford. Cavani. Flicks it on to Fernandes. Wan-Bissaka. Pogba to McTominay. Greenwood. McTominay whips this one in. Only to Robin Olsen. Very quick roll there to Decore, but he's struggling to find a teammate. James Rodriguez. In the last 5 minutes, 0% of possession has been in the Manchester United final third. 67% being in the middle of the park. So it has been a very heavy midfield battle. But when there has been victors, it has been the Red Devils winning these battles. Lindelof kept hold of the ball, but Luca Digne was fouled. It's still 1-0 to Manchester United. 32 minutes played. Cold day at Old Trafford. Olsen. Godfrey. Robin Olsen. Now to Tom Davis. Gomez. Luca Digne. Couldn't work out that pass to Rodriguez. McTominay. Cavani. Rashford. Greenwood to Pogba. Fernandes pings one in. Cleared away by Keane. Calvert-Lewin couldn't keep the ball there. McTominay all the way back to David De Gea. It's still Manchester United decide with the lead, and they're with possession here. Looking for a double advantage. Maguire. Lindelof. Pogba. Greenwood. James Rodriguez for Everton. One back by Scott McTominay. Wan-Bissaka crosses it in. Scuffed effort by Cavani. And Robin Olsen catches that without any trouble. Olsen clears that one. Calvert-Lewin wins the header, but seconds go to Harry Maguire. Rashford. Here's Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka's ball in. Cleared away. Fernandes' shot blocked. Manchester United to restart the attack. Greenwood cuts in onto his left foot. Past everyone. And it's going to be a goal kick. Manchester United clearly capable of making things work on this right-hand side. There's been struggles over recent years in terms of who to play there. Alexis Sanchez obviously didn't have the best of times playing there. Antonio Valencia and Ashley Young converted wingers into fullbacks. Probably past their best when playing there. But now it looks like more promise with Mason Greenwood and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. And a free kick has been given in Manchester United's favour. Bruno Fernandes will be delighted for this free kick opportunity. Harry Maguire is in the middle. So is Edinson Cavani. Fernandes whips it in. Easy enough for Olsen to catch that without any fear. Decore. Maguire. Shaw. Pogba. Paul Pogba. Still, Manchester United dominating possession here. They have had 59% all game. And it's just the one goal that separates the teams. Edinson Cavani's header with the difference. Fred is warming up. Paul Pogba is down. Paul Pogba may be okay, but he's sat back down, signalling that he wants to go off. Paul Pogba with 3 goals this season, won the goals against Fulham and West Ham. Remind Manchester United fans of what special player they have on their books. And he even wasn't even needed in the 9-0 win against Southampton. He was an unused substitute in that game. Paul Pogba is going to be going off for Fred. And Fred coming on in a central midfield role that Pogba was playing in, where he actually played left back in the second half against Southampton, and that's where he gained a little nickname of Roberto Carlos. Fred to Greenwood. Greenwood gets past 1. Gomez wins it back. Wan-Bissaka's interception. Cavani. Fred. It's still all Manchester United early in the first half. And now late in this first half, Carlo Ancelotti will be thinking of any potential adjustments to find a way to get his men further forward. Olsen. Digne keeps it in. Olsen with the ball again. Keane. 1-2 there with Mason Holgate. Tom Davis looking to drive the Toffees forward. Godfrey. Gomez's through ball only to Victor Lindelof. Oh, well, Everton have got it here. Richarlison. Wide. Bit of a confusion there. Victor Lindelof pressurised by Luca Digne. The ball deflected into Richarlison's path. He tried to curve the ball in, but it was just wide. But that was a let-off for Manchester United. Lindelof. 1-2 with McTominay. McTominay with the 1-2 with Fred. Lindelof. McTominay. Cavani's turn. Keane wins it back. Keane with the long ball looking for Decore. Calvert-Lewin. The touch sends it to McTominay. Fred. Marcus Rashford is offering support to Bruno Fernandes, but he opts to pass to Shaw. Harry Maguire, the Manchester United captain. Fred. Rashford. This could be promising. Rashford. Pass Gomez. Fred. Fred with a shot wide. Good effort from the Brazilian. Yet to score his first Premier League goal this season. He's just got 2 Premier League goals in his whole career, so he's certainly got room for improvement as an attacking threat but his defensive work certainly proves why he gets in the team so often. Keane. Greenwood wins it from deep. Cavani. Wan-Bissaka. Cavani to McTominay. Fred. Forced back by Decore. Lindelof. He's forced back to Maguire by Richarlison. Maguire forced into the poor pass by Calvert-Lewin. Here's Richarlison. Richarlison cuts in. They couldn't make anything work from that. Shaw. Fernandes. Here's Mason Greenwood. Wan-Bissaka. Greenwood. 1-2 with Bruno Fernandes. Manchester United trying to find a second before half-time. Fred. Plenty of space, but not many people to pass to. Fernandes. Fernandes with the effort, and wow. Wow. The shot glided past Robin Olsen. It doubles Manchester United's lead before half-time. What a shot that was. Bruno Fernandes. It looked like a cross to Edison Cavani, but it was certainly a shot. The shot lobbed past Robin Olsen. He had no chance. Bruno Fernandes for you, ladies and gentlemen. Manchester United 2, Everton 0. He's top scorer this season with 18 goals in all competitions. His 13th in the Premier League. Godfrey back to Olsen. Everton will certainly be feeling rejected as they conceded so late in this first half. 2 down, of course. Calvert-Lewin. Lovely touch. Calvert-Lewin, is this an instant reply? And it's wide. That could have been a start to a comeback there. Just before half-time. Ball came in. I think Harry Maguire was nowhere to be seen. But he was potentially just a little bit offside. Obviously, the flags are late, so it would have been onto VAR. But the half-time whistle has blown. It's Manchester United 2, Everton 0. Both teams will be thinking of how that second goal from Bruno Fernandes affected the outcome of this game. 2-0, of course. But Everton have really struggled to make opportunities. And it's come to show here. Bruno Fernandes' effort was simply amazing. Got a half-time quiz. in a minute. But it will be interesting to see how both teams will be reacting. Everton struggled to find their way forward. Pogba and McTominay have managed to keep it tight for the whole 45 minutes. Fred came on and he certainly kept that up. And Myung, the Manchester United plan. But as for Everton, it's not been many mistakes. They're just struggling to find their way forward. I'd say in about 60 seconds, the halftime quiz will begin. Both Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will be hoping to keep this up. But as for Carlo Ancelotti, it will be finding a way forward. Okay, time for the halftime quiz. First question is this. What are the 3 most recent transfers between Manchester United and Everton in either direction? The second question is, who is Manchester United's leading goal scorer of all time? The third question is, who was Manchester United's record signing? The fourth question being, who was Everton's record signing? And the fifth question being, who got the assist for that last minute Cavani goal in the 3-1 win against Everton in November? I'll leave you time to answer that. The answers will come up towards the end of this first half. It will be a very tight opening to the first half, I feel. But I also feel Everton must go into this thinking they have nothing to lose. Everton fans will certainly be disappointed with this. Looking at the table, an unlikely win here would send them into a point off Liverpool, their local rivals, in 4th place. But at the minute, it is not looking that way, as Manchester United draw points to their Manchester rivals in Man City. But Man City have played 2 games less, and one of them being tomorrow against Liverpool. The Edison Cavani goal there, excellently worked. Marcus Rashford felt very comfortable on the ball. He passed it to Bruno Fernandes with an easy ball, and then Bruno Fernandes managed to hold possession long enough to give Marcus Rashford the space. You can tell Edison Cavani well onside. Keane and Godfrey both keeping him on, but that run is spectacular. Headed down like he always does. And that broke the deadlock, and ever since that, Manchester United have been on top. Will be a frustrating one for Everton to concede, but so many times this season, Edison Cavani has scored them goals. His 6th Premier League goal in the season, this was. As for the second goal, Fred, who just been subbed on. Fred, the Brazilian wing midfielder, getting subbed on. And then he passed it into Aaron Wan-Bissaka. And as Aaron Wan-Bissaka received the ball, it looked like he was going to go to Bruno Fernandes, but he dummied it to fool the Everton defence and give Aaron Wan-Bissaka infinite room. Then Wan-Bissaka passed to Bruno Fernandes. It was on a plate for him. He tried his luck. And that effort, as he pulled off the shot, he did a little, I'd say it was a flinch shot to send Tom Davies in for the block a split second too early for the Everton midfielder. And then he had the room. Clear space either side of Robin Olsen. He tried it and it whipped into the back of the net. Top left-hand corner. Excellent from Bruno Fernandes. And that is why Manchester United are 2-0 up. Certainly dominating the game. And with the stats you can tell. 61% possession compared to Everton's 39% possession. Man United with 7 shots compared to... No. Manchester United with 7 shots and 2 on target compared to Everton's 2 off-target attempts. And Man United have had 2 corners compared to Everton's 1. But United have also committed more fouls, with 6 being committed compared to the 2 from the blue of Everton. Alright, it's time for the answers. The first answer, well, it was 3 players. I will give a mark for 1 player being mentioned, but 3 players does show your knowledge is stronger. Marouane Fellaini, the 2013 transfer from Everton to Manchester United. In the end, he spent more time at Man United and Everton, became a cult hero towards the end of his spell. And it felt like a weird exit, though not many would expect him to leave to how he did, moving to China. And the other 2 players were both the summer of 2017 transfers. They were both forwards, but they both didn't last long, with Wayne Rooney moving back to Everton, his boyhood club, after becoming a Manchester United legend, and Romelu Lukaku got his big move to Manchester United. Didn't quite work out for him, but he's certainly tearing it up in Serie A with Inter Milan. The second question was a clue to the answer of the third question. Manchester United's top scorer of all time, and that is Wayne Rooney, also being the England highest scorer of all time, overtaking Bobby Charlton in both records there. Fourth question was, who is Manchester United's leading record signing? And that is, of course, Paul Pogba, £89 million from Juventus in 2016, a year before the Lukaku-Rooney deal occurred. The fifth question, who was Everton's record signing? And it is joint between Richarlison and Gylfi Sigurdsson. And the last question was, who got the assist between the last-minute goal at Goodison Park in the 3-1 win for Manchester United? And it was the goal scorer, Bruno Fernandes. So as Manchester United lead in confidence and in the scoreline, they will be certainly looking for a reply here among Everton fans, as it's still all level among opportunities to get 3 points, because do not rule Everton out. A few of the Premier League scores so far today. This is the final game in the Premier League. Aston Villa had a 1-0 advantage over Arsenal. That second minute Ollie Watkins goal was enough. A 1-1 draw occurred between Burnley and Brighton. Brighton opened the scoring at the happy place with Lewis Dunk, and then Goodmanson got a 53rd minute equaliser. An epic game between Newcastle and Southampton that saw Newcastle go down to 9 men, similar to Southampton in the 9-0 defeat, but one of them was due to overly injuries. It was Willock with a debut goal to put them 1-0 up, and then an Almiron goal sent them 2-0 up. Minamino on loan from Liverpool got a reply. Then Almiron got a late first half third. Ward-Prowse with a 48th minute free kick, and Jeff Hendrick got sent off in the 50th minute. And then Cher went off injured when all 3 substitutes were already made, with the likes of Callum Wilson going off injured. And Fulham having another draw against West Ham United. But Thomas Souček with a 97th minute red card. Fulham certainly getting points on the board, but not enough as of late. But it's 2-0. And the Red Devils and the Toffees are coming out here. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will certainly be pleased on how his team have played in this first half. But could this be a game of two halves? That Bruno Fernandes goal was vital in case Everton would find a way to nick a goal. Manchester United will be feeling confident that they will get 3 points. But you can't write Everton off here. And we're off. Maguire's long ball only to Holgate. Shaw. Rashford past Mason Holgate. Cavani's in sport, but he decides to go alone. McTominay retrieves it for Manchester United. Manchester United looking to keep most of the possession in this second half, as they know if they do that, Everton can't make that many opportunities, and it will most likely send them 3 points towards Old Trafford. Maguire. Lindelof. Manchester United dominating possession in this first minute. No early scare from the Toffees. Shaw. Fernandes sends it back into Luke Shaw's path. He's driving forward. Cavani. Back to Shaw. Shaw's shot saved by Olsen. Wan-Bissaka lets it go out for a throw-in. Well worked there from Manchester United. Shaw to Cavani. Back to Shaw. Straight at the goalkeeper. As the cliche goes, if you do get a good opportunity, you do not want it to land to your left back, but it did there. But still a good save on Robin Olsen. Lindelof. Fred. Fernandes. Rashford. Fernandes tries to chip the ball to Shaw, but it was an unsuccessful effort. Fred just fouled James Rodriguez there. Free kick to Everton in their own half. Fred just clipped the magical left boot of James Rodriguez. Michael Keane to Ben Godfrey. Gomez manages to stop Mason Greenwood winning the ball. Holgate had to do a drag back there. Keane. Digne. Davis. Digne to Davis again. This could be promising. Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin better side of Maguire. Doucouré. They've got one back. After Doucouré pulls one back early in the second half. Came out of nowhere, really. Manchester United been dominating possession. Tom Davis with the passing. I think Dominic Calvert-Lewin was just onside. Poor shot, really, from Dominic Calvert-Lewin. But David De Gea parries right into Doucouré's path, who scored twice against Manchester United before. But this could be the start of a promising comeback. Exactly what the Toffees wanted and needed. Manchester United 2, Everton 1. Disappointing from Manchester United's point of view to go into the second half with a 2-0 lead and to concede one so early, but it's happened. They've got to stay professional, stay calm, and maybe find a third when confidence grows. But here come Everton. Richarlison. Cross comes in, cleared away by Victor Lindelof. Richarlison come out of his shell in this second half. And maybe a few Manchester United fans are starting to doubt themselves. if the 3 points are coming to Old Trafford. Keane. Olsen to Godfrey now. Michael Keane in plenty of space, and he's always a set-piece weapon. 3 Premier League goals this season. Holgate. Out for a throw-in. Holgate with the ambitious throw. Decore. Here's James Rodriguez. He's been compared to Bruno Fernandes as of the impact they've made at the club. McTominay. Wan-Bissaka. Forced to clear it out. Cavani keeps it in. Godfrey wasn't left the Uruguayan past. Here's Davis. James. Decore. Digne looking to tee up the cross. Away by Maguire. Only to Decore. Decore's cross. James Rodriguez, and it's 2-2. What an early comeback from the Toffees. At the start of this second half, certainly been a game of 2 halves here. Manchester United 2, Everton 2. The Toffees have come back from the dead. Lindelof headed that ball away to Abdoulaye Decore, who's already scored today, to a fellow summer signing in James Rodriguez. And James Rodriguez with a bullet of a strike there. David De Gea, no chance. But there's one thing that is a certainty. It is all level at Old Trafford. Who would have thought we'll be saying that at half time? 2 apiece. Well, I was saying after the Decore goal, Manchester United have just got to keep their confidence, keep calm, keep hold of possession, and try and find a third. But now that second goal has gone in, they've got to be patient. Make sure they don't do anything too stupid. But they've got to make sure they don't leave it too late either. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will certainly be disappointed of how this first half has started. But on the flip side of things, Carlo Ancelotti will be absolutely delighted. Holgate. Shaw. Fred. Fouled there by James Rodriguez. McTominay. It's a little conflict over the possession of the ball as the free kick is about to commence. But Jonathan Moss is just making sure everything goes accordingly. Fernandes. Shaw. Maguire to Lindelof. McTominay. Here's Greenwood. Plenty of space for the young winger. Wan-Bissaka. Lost out to Davis. Richarlison. Out for a throw-in, which there's no rush to take. Luca Digne. will be taking it, and Everton fans certainly won't believe what has happened within the first half, but Manchester United will be annoyed. Richarlison. Cross comes in. David De Gea catches that with ease. Maguire. Fred. Potentially Fred's introduction has seen a lot more opportunities come Everton's way. Did play well in the first half, but struggled to hold the high line in the second half. Here's Greenwood. Whips this one in. Headed away by Michael Keane. McTominay to Rashford. Free kick given. Richarlison just hurt by that challenge there. Everton have got Tottenham Hotspur at Goodison Park in the FA Cup. Nat Fernandes. Free kick was headed away by Dominic Calvert-Lewin. So it's Everton hosting Tottenham in the FA Cup, which you can listen on RS Media. And it will be Manchester United hosting West Ham. Corner couldn't be capitalised there. Few handball claims, but nothing has been given. Certainly a lack of inspiration in the second half for Man United. James. Wan-Bissaka. Fernandes. Luke Shaw for Man United now. Crosses the ball in. Punched out for a corner by Robin Olsen. Bruno is going to be taking the corner. Couldn't clear past the first man. Davis headed away. Here's Wan-Bissaka. Fred. Shaw. Maguire. Victor Lindelof for Manchester United. Shaw. Greenwood. Rashford. Fred. Here's Wan-Bissaka. Man United starting to grow in confidence here after that poor start to the second half. On the flip side, Everton could win this game, which will be a big shock. Man United haven't lost a league game where they've been leading at Old Trafford since 1984. So it will be a certain record that they'll be wanting to keep hold of here. Olsen clears, headed away by Digne. James Rodriguez's thick thinking has won the toffees of throw-in. Forced the ball towards Richarlison. And then Wan-Bissaka put it out for a throw into the Blues. Goal kick, though, for Manchester United. De Gea. Here's Fred. Free kick given there. Edison Cavani heavily involved. And just kicked the ball away there. But it looks like it's going to be Everton possession now. Keen to go long. And that's all the way out for a goal kick. Carlo Ancelotti will be delighted with the early second half resurrection, but he will be hoping for even more. He won't want 1 point, he will be wanting 3. Maguire. Shaw. Lindelof. Cavani. Rashford. This looks promising. Rashford, great save, Olsen. Could have thought that could have been Manchester United's lead restored there. Wasn't to be, though. Cavani did well keeping hold of the ball. I think Rashford was just onside. Olsen made himself look big, and he made that count. Maguire's header away by Decore, and Digne clears. But it was a fantastic save there by Robin Olsen. He is 6'5". So he is good at covering and protecting the goal. Fred. Fred with a weird pass, looking to find a way through, but it didn't quite work out like that. Rashford looks for Cavani, cleared away by Ben Godfrey. Man United starting to grow in confidence, as the last 10 minutes of possession has been Manchester United 80%, Everton 20%. Certainly the way how Manchester United would find a winning goal here. McTominay. Wan-Bissaka. From Wan-Bissaka to Mason Greenwood. Here's Scott McTominay. Lindelof in plenty of space. Maguire to Shaw. Shaw cuts inside. Fred. Fred with the cross, and that's too high and too powerful for everybody. So it is now out for an Everton throw-in. Luke Shaw, he was looking for Edison Cavani, but he didn't want to make it too low. So it would go into Robin Olsen's palms, but in the end, it was too high for everybody. But now Everton have the ball. Richarlison. Lovely turning there from the Brazilian. Gomes. Digne. Digne's cross in. Cleared away by McTominay. Greenwood. Handball has been played advantage for. Greenwood is offering Fernandes support. Cavani. Cavani dinked effort. headed away. And a high boot there, so it will be an Everton free kick in their own box. Manchester United still look threatening on the attack, but as these match stats do go, is that whenever Everton do have a shot on target, or even a shot, it's most likely a goal, with 4 shots and 2 on targets being 2 goals. Olsen with the goal kick. 66 minutes into the first round of the Premier League's Merseyside versus Manchester. Liverpool host Manchester City tomorrow, but as it stands, it's Manchester United 2, Everton 2. Manchester United being 2-0 up in the first half, and then 2 early second half goals put Everton level. Here's Greenwood. Mason Greenwood to Scott McTominay. Lindelof. Maguire. Shaw. Back to Fred. Still all Manchester United in these recent minutes. Fred. Greenwood. Won back by James Rodriguez. And as he won it back, he was fouled. Free kick to Everton. Fred just passed the ball to Greenwood, and then James Rodriguez won it easily, but Mason Greenwood must not have been happy as he won the ball back. Gylfi Sigurdsson getting ready for the Toffees. It's going to be James Rodriguez, the man with a goal to go off. And he has had a very impressive display. James Rodriguez, who has had five goals and 3 assists now this season. Not bad for someone who signed on a free transfer from Real Madrid. Lindelof. Maguire. Here's Rashford. Free kick given. Fouled there by Decore. This could be the opportunity Manchester United need. Headed away, and it's a goal. Scott McTominay. Well, that certainly came from unexpected areas. It's 3-2 Manchester United lead. Luke Shaw's ball in. Scott McTominay just nodded that one on. Right between Robin Olsen and the goalpost. And it's certainly going to put Manchester United's fans with a smile back on their faces. Manchester United 3, Everton 2. And Robin Olsen not too happy about that. Scott McTominay with his 4th Premier League goal this season. Scored 2 in the opening 10 minutes against Leeds, which was a pretty excitable thriller. Maguire. McTominay, the goal scorer. Forced back to David De Gea. This will be heartbreak for Everton fans who found themselves in such a good position in the first minutes of the second half, but now it's Manchester United with the lead. Olsen. Davis to Gomes. Calvert-Lewin. If somebody can find a goal out of nothing, it will be Calvert-Lewin. Davis tries the long ball to Digne. Throw into Everton. Gomes looking for support. Ben Godfrey. Michael Keane. Calvert-Lewin. Holgate. Holgate fouled there by Luke Shaw. Could Manchester United be given a taste of their own medicine here? A wide free kick. And Everton will be hoping to capitalise. Alex Iwobi preparing to come on. A second roll of the dice by Carlo Ancelotti. Mason Greenwood, the one-man wall. Swung in. Manchester United able to clear it. Back to Davis. Holgate. Godfrey's pass. Sigurdsson. Holgate. Free kick given in a similar area where they just had a bit further in now. Going to be Tom Davis going off for Alex Iwobi. Tom Davis, who has posed a midfield threat. But the Toffees are hoping that Alex Iwobi will increase that threat. That Scott McTominay goal just went through Robin Olsen's hands. The Swede very disappointed with himself. And I wonder what Jordan Pickford will be making of that. Greenwood, the one-man wall. It's away. And it's a save by David De Gea there. The flag was up. And it's certainly an offside. But knowing Dominic Calvert-Lewin, despite him being offside, he wished he would have finished that one off. Lindelof. McTominay. Greenwood to Wan-Bissaka. Cavani. Back to Maguire. Maguire driving forward. He's not afraid of losing the ball, is Harry Maguire. Rashford. Rashford cuts in. Keane with the last-ditch challenge was enough. Here is Keane. Richarlison loses out. Cavani. Greenwood. Fred. Fernandes over. Manchester United clearly surviving that early second half blip, but they will know that 3-2 is still just a 1-goal lead. It could be one moment to send the Toffees level. Everton throw-in. It's going to be Mason Holgate to take this. Sigurdsson. Won back by Manchester United. Everton using Richarlison, Sigurdsson and Calvert-Lewin as their main sources of pressure there, but Man United happy enough to pass it about. They do have the lead, of course. Lindelof. McTominay. De Gea to Maguire. Fred. Shaw. Here's Cavani. Got acres of space here. So has Fernandes. Here's Rashford. Could this be 4? Rashford. Rashford with the effort, and that's well wide. Looked like for a split second it was heading in towards the back of the net. But the angle was all wrong, and with the amount of space Marcus Rashford had, not a lot could have been done there. So it is only 3. Decore. Digne. Gomes. And you sometimes wonder whether Anthony Martial may come on. Gomes. Cleared away there by Victor Lindelof. Only to Decore. Holgate. Iwobi. Iwobi forced out wide by Harry Maguire. Shaw has it back. Fred. Here's Rashford. Rashford cuts in. Rashford cutting in onto his right foot, as he always does, and a free kick has been given. And a yellow card for Michael Keane has been displayed. That's his 5th booking of the season. No, 2nd, sorry. And now it will be an opportunity from the edge of the box for the Red Devils to put this game to bed. Robin Olsen making sure it's a perfected ball. Bruno Fernandes scored against another Merseyside team in Liverpool in the FA Cup. And he is lining this one up. Fred's also there. It's Fernandes over. Bruno Fernandes frustrated, but Manchester United had to deal with a well-worked ball. Mason Holgate having a nap behind the wall. But it's still only 3. And now Everton are going attacking. It's the ex-Manchester United youth product, Josh King, to come on for the Toffees. This is his second appearance for Everton. He made a brief cameo in that 2-1 win against Leeds, but he only managed to get 3 minutes of action. So Carlo Ancelotti will be hoping coming on today will have a bigger effect. Here he is, Josh King, the Norwegian forward. That pass could not find Dominic Calvert-Lewin, but here's Fred. Fernandes. McTominay. Mason Greenwood out wide for the home side. Wan-Bissaka to Maguire. Fred. Harry Maguire driving forward like he always does with infinite confidence. Rashford. Maguire. Man United being pushed back in their own half. But it's not the worst situation to be in, as they are 3-2 up, of course. Fred. McTominay. Fred in acres of space here. Shaw. The man with the assist. For that, as it stands, Scott McTominay winning goal. That's been the goal that separates the two sides. Manchester United 3, Everton 2. We're about 82 and a half minutes here. It's not 9-0. But Man United fans will enjoy this one too. Fernandes. Ambitious pass, but it nearly paid off there. Gomes. Sigurdsson. Everton. Desperate to find an equaliser. Out for a goal kick though. Man United will take their time here. But Alex Iwobi hoping to hurry up David De Gea. Cavani's header. Fred. Shaw to Fernandes. Back to Shaw. Man United looking for a fourth, but 3 will be enough as it stands. Holgate. Gomez. Here's Sigurdsson. Digne's in space. Lifted that pass. Gomez. Godfrey back to Gomez. Digne's offering a promising run. Here is Digne. King. Digne with the ball in. Headed away by Victor Lindelof. And then Fred just fouled as he headed that one away too. Free kick to Manchester United, which will be taken in no rush. Referee just making sure that Fred is okay. He's the only substitute to be made by Manchester United. There's still other substitute options if Man United want to waste time here, but Everton wasting no time. Digne with the long drive and wide of the post. There was a sharp move there by Everton. Gomez to his fellow ex-Barcelona teammate in Digne. Just bounced off the post wide, but a promising move. With 5 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Very end-to-end it is now. Cavani. From a talented country of Uruguay. Fernandes with the lifted ball. Wan-Bissaka. McTominay to Fred. Here's Shaw. Rashford protecting the ball like there's no tomorrow. Maguire. Lindelof to McTominay with that weird long ball. But here's King. Could he make Manchester United regret letting him go all those years ago? Fernandes. Scott McTominay. Fred. Everton forced to lie deep here, but they will be wanting to get forward to find an equaliser. Can imagine it will be very frustrating these final minutes for the Toffees, unless they find an equaliser, of course. Lindelof. Maguire. Maguire forced back. And he's lost it. Here's Richarlison. Richarlison shot wide. Richarlison got the ball after a pass from Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who stole the ball off his ex-Sheffield United teammate, Harry Maguire. Thought it might have been a foul at first, but now he wins it clearly. Richarlison had to get past Victor Lindelof. He does, but the finish was not up to standard. David De Gea to take the goal kick. De Gea clears. Fred. Here's Fernandes. Iwobi. Free kick has been given to Manchester United's advantage. It was a handball. And Man United aren't looking to send too many men forward. In these late stages, it's all about keeping hold of the ball. Just 1 minute plus stoppage time to go. Manchester United 3, Everton 2. Holgate. Gomez. Godfrey. All the way back to Robin Olsen. Holgate long ball somehow managed to find Josh King. Digne. His cross has been blocked and it's out for a throw-in by the corner flag. Digne with the long throw, looking to make something work. Keane nods it on. David De Gea catches with ease. And he goes with the long ball. Rashford flicked it on. Godfrey striving forward. Iwobi. Sigurdsson looking for a way through. Everton with possession. 4 minutes have been added on here. Here's King. Forced back to Digne. Ben Godfrey. Keane. Gomez. Still. Advantage Manchester United. Time is running down and Josh King has been given offside. And as for man of the match, I think honourable shout-outs on the Everton side. Abdoulaye Doucouré kept Everton in it with a goal and an assist. And also, I think Mason Holgate has been pretty solid defensively. But for Manchester United, I think Scott McTominay has done well defensively. But I think Bruno Fernandes has kept them going when it has mattered most here. So I will give man of the match to Bruno Fernandes. Here's Rashford. Cavani's in the middle. One back by Holgate. He'll be trying to stop the corner. Managed to exchange it for a throw-in. Marcus Rashford taking his time to take the throw-in. 2 minutes of stoppage time to go. It looks like Fergie time will not be needed tonight. Final substitution. You can tell this is only going to wind the clock down as Mason Greenwood makes way for Axel Tuanzebe. Throw into Everton. Holgate trying to take this one quickly. Being a frustrating second to last minute. Thought Everton struggled to get the ball away from that corner of the field. Fernandes. Tuanzebe to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Here's Godfrey. Last chance saloon for the Toffees. Great footwear by King. Digne swings it in. Rashford wins the header. Free kick given there. Foul on Edison Cavani. And you expect that. Should be that. Manchester United doing the double over Everton this season. Last season, both games were 1-1 draws. The game at Old Trafford was where Duncan Ferguson was in charge. And Duncan Ferguson will certainly be angry at that result. Today, Richarlison, King, past Wan-Bissaka. Free kick has been given. Yellow card. Axel Tuanzebe, the man who committed the foul. He has managed to get some contribution. And Robin Olsen is heading up. We do see this a lot with goalkeepers heading up when losing, but we never see it come to effect. Digne's ball in. And it's Calvert-Lewin, and it's a last-minute equaliser for the Toffees. Dominic Calvert-Lewin puts the 3 next to Everton's name on the scoreboard. They've waited and they've waited, Manchester United will certainly be disappointed here. It was the last opportunity for Everton. It was Digne's free kick in. The ball found its way into Calvert-Lewin's path. I think it was Michael Keane with the nod on, and Calvert-Lewin does not miss those. Might have been a quiet game from him, but it's his 13th Premier League goal this season. He had a headed goal against Leeds. He had a slided goal against Manchester United in the last minute, added minutes of stoppage time. And look what it means to Duncan Ferguson and Carlo Ancelotti. While Ole Gunnar Solskjaer just looks on in disappointment. And as I said about a minute ago, that could be that. But since there has been a goal, that is that. Dominic Calvert-Lewin sends Everton back from the dead, and he certainly looks delighted. The full-time whistle has been blown. A day to forget for Manchester United, but it is full-time score. Manchester United 3, Everton 3. What a game.